I would like to take the privilege to introduce our esteemed guest of honor, Mr. Kamal Kumar Shevramani, sir. Sir is a highly acclaimed electrical engineer and service business leader with a diverse experience of 30 years and an exposure of working in 26 different industries. He has handled multiple portfolios and served a customer base in around 44 countries. Sir has worked with reputed brands like Indian Petrochemical Corporation, Bureau Veritas Industrial Services Limited, and many more such brands. Currently, he is the Managing Director and CEO of Stake Energy Limited, India. His passion includes dramatics, blogging, debates, event management, and so on. On behalf of our entire GNVS family, I extend a warm and hearty welcome, sir. Now, I would like to request Kamal Kumar Shevramani, sir, to kindly share your words of wisdom and illuminate our minds. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Ms. Bhardwaj. Mr. Agarwal, hello. I have not yet had the privilege of meeting you. I trust that will change sometime soon. It's a matter of honor for me to share the days, even if virtual, with Dr. Sally and Dr. Giri Shankar. These two gentlemen have contributed immensely in my career growth, and I wouldn't have been where I am today had it not been for these two gentlemen. Dr. Giri, you may know at one time when I was with IPCL, I used to be called Chota Giri because I used to copy you so much that people had given me this title. And today we are together. So I think I can say that I have achieved something in life to share this stage with you. Actually, in this slide, I am sharing what I learned from Dr. Giri in October 2002. So that 4-day workshop, I have tried to put it in one slide. In my life after October 2002 is very different, especially on the professional side. That was the turning point of my career. And I thought that's the best thing I can share with all of you. In the bottom, you can see one statement. Our past is our foundation. This is what we build our life upon. But it is not our ceiling. It's not a limitation on us. This was the main lesson I learned during that 4-day workshop. And how I created new vistas for me, how I expanded my horizon is what is in this slide. That time IPCL used to be public sector. And for me, getting a job in a public sector, living in a township, घर मिला हुआ है कंपनी से, शाम को क्लब में जा सकते हैं, swimming कर सकते हैं, fantastic infrastructure. It looked like I am in heaven. I have achieved whatever there was to achieve in life as a professional. What was missing in me at that time was an ambition that I can do much more if I have done this much. There were a couple of incidents just before I met Dr. Giri, which had already made me a bit restless, but I was not getting a forward path. And that forward path came in that workshop. That first of all, I have to define my ambition. What is it that I want to achieve? And let me tell you that that ambition which I set for me was not about my professional career. The ambition I set for myself in that workshop was that my daughter, who was 2 years old at that time, will study in top 200 institutes of the world when she reaches graduation level, wherever it is. And now she is studying in third year of computer science with security and forensics at University of Cambridge. No, sorry, not Cambridge. Cardiff University, which was that time ranked 147th in the world when she took admission there. That ambition was the trigger point for me. And being a foreign student in UK, I can tell you it's very costly affair. That kind of fee was unimaginable for me at that time when I set that ambition. My take home used to be 20,000 per month. Right now, I gave her 3 lakhs per month as a fee. So it was a very audacious, near impossible ambition which I set. But that ambition setting was not enough. The second thing which I learned and practiced was to take the responsibility or the ownership of making that ambition realize. From 20,000 take-home salary to 3 lakhs per month fee, it didn't happen overnight. And it didn't happen because I was waiting for somebody to take me there. So I had to take the ownership of building my career in a way that I can afford what I wanted for my daughter. Life always presents us with choices. And each choice has a different repercussion. We have to be mature enough to realize what will be the impact or what will be the repercussion of the choice which we make or the decision we take or not take. That means you have to analyze, you have to think through what will happen if this happens or it does not happen. Success definitely needs a strategy. You can't wish success. You have to create it. You have to increase your strength. You have to work upon your weaknesses. You have to spot opportunities and you have to handle the threats. I think the SWOT analysis is something which you people will learn during your course. But you really have to do this SWOT analysis and formulate a strategy. How will you utilize your current and future strengths? Sometimes you have to develop strengths which are not there or not coming in easily. Once you have set the strategy, converted into an action plan, you have to see to it that you implement it through till the end. That's tenacity. You cannot start and stop and start and stop and start and stop. Do one thing one day, do another thing next day, do third thing third day. No. Of course, we have to be adaptable. We have to be nimble. We have to adjust our strategy and action plan as we move forward, but in a way that it keeps you consistently in one direction. And last, I will not say but not the least, in fact, one of the most important thing is the team you create on the way. Alone, we can do a lot, but with a team, we can do almost infinite times more. By team, I do not mean people who will work with you or work for you, or you will be in the same department, same organization. No. The team is of people who will go out of the way to make you successful. Like I consider Dr. Sally and Dr. Giri Shankar as part of my team. They will not miss an opportunity to help me if they spot one. Likewise, there have to be more and more people who are working for your success. Can be your customers, can be your colleagues, can be your management, can be your friends, your relatives, sometimes even strangers. On this point, I want to tell something which some of you may not like, but it's a very important lesson I have learned. Please do not compete with each other in the class. Coming first with 60% score, for example, is not that great as coming fifth with 80%. All of you should try to collaborate rather than compete. Your real competition is in the outside world. It doesn't matter if all of you get a good job together. There are enough opportunities outside. Start building that team today. As you will grow, today I can tell you, whenever I need help in my work, who do I call? I call my old friends. Whenever something new comes and if I know that they are in that area, I call old colleagues to ask for help. And these are the guys who accelerate my growth. And not that we were great friends then, but now with age and experience, I have realized how useful all those old contacts are. And the contacts and bonding that you will build in this next 1.5 or 2 years, I can assure you, will be the bedrock of your success. So start building a team that will work for your success. This is all I have to say today. If I get another chance to interact with you, maybe we will have a longer session. So thank you, Dr. Sally, for giving me this opportunity. As you already said, it is always my first love, I will say, to spend time with youngsters. And if I can contribute to anybody's life in a smallest way, that's the best use of the day I can. So thank you very much. That's all from my side.